Hi guys, it's Sydney and Jacob from Forever Vacation. We're here today with 5 top tips that you need for your trip to Bangkok. Tip number 1. Our first tip is going to be to get a really good handy map that you can keep with you anywhere that you go. You want to get a map that has every street written in Thai and English. Google Maps is a really good option, but the only thing is a lot of the times everything will be written in only Thai on Google Maps, so it'll be really hard to navigate if you don't speak Thai.
Also, don't be afraid to ask for help if you guys ever have any problems finding your way around Bangkok. Everyone here is super friendly and is always willing to help. Also, another very important thing is to always plan ahead, especially even when you're here. Plan your day ahead so you know where you're going, and if you ever get lost or have any questions, you know what to ask. You're not really scrambling for the day. Just make sure you plan your day, make sure you plan your trip, and you'll be golden the whole time that you're here.
If you're somewhere that you're having a hard time asking for help or finding somebody that speaks English, go into a hotel or a restaurant, because a lot of people will be able to at least speak enough English that they can help you get on your way and get on the right track. Also, always keep a copy of your passport handy with you as well.
Tip number 2. Always remember to drink a lot of water. It is very, very hot and humid in Bangkok year-round. A good rule of thumb is to make sure that you're drinking more water than you sweat. If you do that, you'll always be hydrated. It's just a good rule to really go by while you're out on your day trip or whatever you're doing. Always make sure you're bringing a water bottle somewhere, and if you don't have water or if you forget your water, there's usually shops on every corner, just along the street, wherever you are, that have really cheap water, but make sure it's bottled water. Always make sure you're drinking bottled water just to be safe, because you don't want to risk drinking dirty water or anything like that.
Alright, tip number 3 is to get comfortable with the BTS and the MRT. So the BTS is going to be the sky train that's going to be above the city and goes through the entire city of Bangkok. It's mostly in city center areas. And the MRT is going to be the subway that goes through the entire city of Bangkok. The MRT and the BTS are going to be the most affordable options for traveling every day. This is how most people travel. It's going to be safe, so you don't have to worry about that. Every stop is mentioned in English and Thai, and they have really self-explanatory maps for every stop on the trains. I have a website that I like to use that you can go on it and look up where you're going and where you're coming from, and it'll give you an accurate representation of how much time it will take and an accurate cost that it's going to cost you to get to and from where you're going. So we can link that in the description below.
Tip number 4, always be aware of tuk-tuk and taxi scams. When you're out here and maybe you're on a street and you want to get somewhere, you can always take a tuk-tuk. It's very normal for locals and foreigners to take tuk-tuks around the city. Just make sure that you're bargaining and that they give you a set price before you get in and before they take you to where you're gonna go. Some of the time there's people that won't give you a set price before you go on your ride, or when you get into a taxi, sometimes they won't turn the meter on. So just make sure that you're being careful. Make sure when you get in a taxi, they turn the meter on, or when you get in the tuk-tuk, make sure that you're getting a good rate. Always bargain. A good rule of thumb for that is to make sure that you're always bargaining 30% lower than what the tuk-tuk driver is saying his rate is. Usually they'll go down and they'll be okay with it, but just make sure you're being careful and that you're not spending more than you should be.
2 more things on this. If your taxi driver refuses to turn on the meter or says it's not working, get out and get into another one. They're super easy, they're everywhere, so just don't deal with that at all. And the second thing is, don't take long tuk-tuk rides because it can get expensive. If you're gonna go somewhere that's within 2 kilometers of where you are, then that's totally fine. Anything farther than that, I would say take a taxi or take a Grab. And our 5th tip for traveling to Bangkok is going to be try an organized tour. Organized tours are going to be the absolute best way for you to see things in Bangkok that you wouldn't be able to usually see as a tourist or a traveler. Local tour guides are going to be able to help you experience things that you probably wouldn't see or know about on your own. So it's a really, really good opportunity to be able to see everything in the city that you want to see. Usually guided tours are extremely affordable and super easy to arrange. Most of the time they're all inclusive and private, so all you have to do is set up your tour and then you'll get picked up from your hotel and everything will be taken care of for you. All you have to worry about is having a good time.
The best tours you're gonna get for the money that you're paying are gonna be through Forever Vacation. We are a company that offers tours in Bali, Vietnam, Malaysia, and we opened a new location here in Bangkok. We are private and all-inclusive. Our guides are locals, so they already know everything there is to know around Bangkok. They'll give you all of the history, and they'll even take pictures for you. They'll be your own personal photographers. You get a driver with a private car, just you and your group, in an air-conditioned vehicle, and everything's paid for. And it's just a very good time, and it's intimate with just you and your group. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for sure.
You'll get picked up directly from your hotel or hostel, wherever you're staying. Your private driver and guide will pick you and your group up, take you in an air-conditioned vehicle on your lovely tour, wherever you decide to go, and you will get to experience things that only locals know about, local restaurants, local coffee shops, things that most people wouldn't get to see or experience in Bangkok. You're going to be able to see and experience with your tour through Forever Vacation.
So those were our top 5 tips for your trip to Bangkok. Now, if you guys have any questions about any of the tips, or if you have any questions just in general, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. We're gonna link all of our social medias in the description as well. So go ahead and give us a follow, subscribe, and if you have any questions, you can DM us on Instagram, Facebook, or even Twitter.
Check out the Forever Vacation website for all of your travel needs. We also have a open chat on our website, so it's open line of communication with us there as well. You can ask questions directly on the website, and we can answer your questions there as well.
And that's been it. It's been Jake and Sid from Bangkok. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll hope to see you soon in Bangkok.
Thank you.
Peace.